All right. So with the Pittsburgh Steelers loading up with everything that we've loaded up with in free agency, which is probably the most stacked free agency in Steelers history, is it safe to say that the Pittsburgh Steelers are in win now mode? Because I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I wasn't too happy about us trading Minka Fitzpatrick back to the Miami Dolphins just to get Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith, I can live with. Jalen Ramsey, a lot of people will argue that he's lost a step, but then again, people say the same thing about Minka Fitzpatrick. But then again, they say the same thing about anybody from any position if they have one bad year. And not to be on the negative side, but aside from Minka and a splash play here and there, and maybe on the first quarter of last year, the Pittsburgh Steelers secondary has not been scary in damn near a decade. But hopefully, with our new signings, that changes. And I'll be honest with y'all, I wasn't really too hot on the Aaron Rodgers trade anyway. But he said that he's going to retire a Steeler and this is his last year. We'll see if he got one last championship run in him. I mean, I'm not that optimistic about it, but we'll see. And keep in mind, all these signings don't mean a damn thing if we don't have team chemistry. Two words: coaching matters. They are going to have to assimilate and adapt to the Pittsburgh Steelers system quickly. Otherwise, you got a whole bunch of talent for nothing. And this was shared via Twitter. Is how would the Steelers finish their season? With a Super Bowl ring, a deep playoff run, a first round exit, or we miss the playoffs altogether. Now, if I want to be optimistic, I'm going to say a deep playoff run. But if I'm being realistic, I'm going to say a first round exit. I don't think that we miss the playoffs as long as Mike Tomlin is our head coach. But at the same time, that's a double edged sword because it seems like for the last 15 years or so, that's been the ceiling. Just make the playoffs and get an above 500 record and nothing more. But if Mike Tomlin does not produce, this very well could be his last season with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I've been confused about what the Steelers are trying to do this year anyway. I mean, because I found myself asking, it's like, well, what are we doing? Are we going to attempt to make some kind of a deep playoff run or a Super Bowl case? Or are we just going to completely tank and then just, load up for the 2026 season? But everybody knows as well as I do that the Pittsburgh Steelers organization, we don't tank. That's not what we do. We don't operate that way. But I'm not going to give you guys my official record prediction yet. I'm going to wait until the final roster cuts been made and, around preseason. That's when I'm going to give you guys my official record prediction. But yeah, we will see how this Steelers goes. Like, I think we are in win now mode, but we'll just see how it goes. But what do you guys think? And how do you guys think that we finish the 2025 season?